Hey, what's going on, guys? I am here, and I'm going to be doing another video on my mage. I haven't done a video in a long time, especially on my mage, and I feel like I kind of wanted to play him again, but I'm actually not going to be doing Frost this time. I'm going to be playing as Arcane. So this is going to be an interesting video because I haven't really done a lot of Arcane Mage content, or a lot of Arcane Mage in general. So it's going to be a little bit of a learning experience, but it'll be fun seeing how well Arcane is doing at lower levels in comparison to other classes. So yeah, a lot of interesting stuff coming up in 6.1. Something that's really cool that I heard about is like apparently when you get all of your heirlooms or whatever, you get like a level 1 mount kind of thing. I'm not sure if that's including like Brawler's Guild heirlooms, but I still don't have the fist weapon heirlooms, so I need to get those. If those do count towards the heirlooms for getting the mounts, because that mount seems like it's really useful. I'm not sure if it's a mount that you actually like ride around on, or if it's like kind of like a flight path-ish mount, because I think it's like a chaperone kind of thing. Like, I don't think you're actually driving it yourself, but I don't actually know a lot about it, so pretty much I might actually be doing some Brawlers Guild content on my YouTube channel, maybe. We'll see if any of you guys want that. I actually got really not bad on my Hunter. I got pretty far. I didn't finish it just because, I don't know, I think my gear was limiting me a little bit, so my DPS wasn't high enough to do some of the fights, because some of the fights are just kind of DPS checks in the Brawlers Guild, which is a little annoying. But yeah, I think Brawler's Guild is overall really awesome, and I'm glad that they're continuing it with Warlords of Draenor, so that's pretty cool. And we've been in this queue for like almost 3.5 minutes, so we should be coming up here. So pretty much what I'm going to be doing for my Arcane DPS rotation is like, whenever I get to 4 stacks of my Arcane Charge, I think it's called, I'm going to be using my Arcane Barrage, like 3 or 4 stacks probably. And then I'm going to be using my filler, obviously, is Arcane Blast. And then when I get to like around 3 stacks of whatchamacallit, I'm going to be using my Arcane Missiles. I'm not going to be using missiles too much because it doesn't do all that much damage, but yeah, when it gets to pretty high stacks, I'll be using it. And like whenever I'm on the move, I'm probably just going to be using Arcane Barrage anyways. It's on a really low cooldown, 3-second cooldown. It's pretty low. It just doesn't do a lot of damage by itself if you don't actually have any stacks up though, so. And of course, I'll be using my Ice Barrier whenever it's off of cooldown, so I can keep my survivability up, even if I pull any aggro, because, well, of course at low level, tanks aren't, you can't really expect tanks to be all that fantastic at keeping aggro, especially AoE aggro, if there are like a whole bunch of mobs and stuff. So, you know, you might pull aggro every once in a while, and yeah, Ice Barrier is pretty good at protecting you. And of course you have abilities like Frost Nova, and you know, you can even use some crowd control with Polymorph and Cone of Cold and stuff like that. So yeah, and of course you have Arcane Explosion. It doesn't do a ridiculous amount of damage, but it does do a lot of damage if you're like, because a lot of dungeons and I guess vanilla use a lot of like non-elite mobs, but there are a lot of them, so you can do a lot of AoE damage that way, but they don't last very long. So just like a few Arcane Explosions and they're going to be pretty damaged. So that's pretty nice. And yeah, Q should be popping up any second here. We're almost at the average wait time. Again, this is one of my first times doing Arcane, so I'm not sure if I'm, you know, my rotation probably isn't going to be perfect, but it should be good enough, hopefully. Hopefully we'll be able to stay alive and have some fun here. Let's see what I'm getting as far as abilities pretty soon. I'm level 30, if you guys haven't noticed by now. Slow fall. Alright, let's do it. Okay, we're in Scarlet Monastery. That should be pretty simple. I don't think Scarlet Monastery is all that ridiculously difficult of a dungeon. And might as well pick up the quest here. Gonna throw up the ice barrier. Might as well. Not really much of a reason not to. And, well, it looks like we're already going in. And I can't really see anything. There's so much fire everywhere. Yeah, one of the main reasons I don't like Scarlet Monastery is just because it just seems like there's a bunch of shit everywhere and it's hard to actually see what you're doing. That's probably my main complaint. I'm just gonna try an Arcane Missile, or whatever this is called, spam, and see how much DPS it's gonna do. Okay, that's actually a ton of damage. Holy shit. That's actually a lot more than I thought it was going to be, so... yeah, it doesn't seem like on huge AoE pulls I'm actually going to be just like spamming Arcane Barrage or whatever. I'm actually going to be Arcane Explosion. Destroy that pile right here. Pile of corpses. And yeah, should be dead. Alright. And this guy, almost dead. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm actually going to have enough time to get up 4 stacks of the Arcane Charge. Like, at all. That's kind of disappointing, though. Uh-oh, I'm standing as shit. Not my best play. And yeah. Arcane Missiles actually seems like it's kind of weak. Doesn't seem like it's entirely worth it. Just because it uses up so much time, really. Okay, gonna use Arcane Blast a few times. Now I'm going to shoot off an Arcane Barrage. Gonna shoot a few Arcane Missiles. And gonna go back to my Arcane Blast. Get a few charges on it. Now he's about to die. I'm gonna use my Arcane Barrage. And there we go. And of course, if you guys don't know, the Arcane Barrage, or the Arcane Charges makes it so your Arcane, whatever it's called, hits more targets, so it's actually pretty powerful. And I'm already leveled up. That's nice. Okay. So moving on here. Get to blink ahead a little bit so I don't fall too behind. Hopefully you guys are liking the mic quality. This is of course the new mic, and I think it's a lot better than the old one I used to have. That one really sucked. Yeah, looks like we're doing well. That's a lot of guys being pulled. I'm not sure if the tank's going to be able to... I'm going to have probably more fun with these guys. I'm going to focus this guy down a little bit. And he's pretty dead. I'm standing and stuff again. Wow. Okay, now this guy, I'm gonna focus him down. And tank's almost... or healer's dying. What? How's that? Okay, healer's dead. How? Hopefully this tank's gonna heal himself up a little bit. He's kind of getting low. I have no idea how that happened, but we're still alive. Hopefully the tank will res. That's weird. We actually kind of got wrecked. I guess there were just a little bit of aggro problems there. Nothing really to worry about too much, but... well, we're okay now. Heal us back up, and... yeah. So next pull... these guys... not as crazy as the other one, hopefully. And yeah, Arcane Barrage. Get a whole bunch of guys dead. And yeah. These guys are just dying too quickly for me to really do anything crazy with the Arcane Charges. I don't know really what exact point you should be switching over to Arcane Explosion. Probably around 4 guys. Probably 4 or 5 guys. Is when the Arcane Explosion will start like out DPSing your Arcane Blast and Arcane Barrage combos. But yeah, 3 guys, I'm just going to be doing the regular rotation. Oh, man, my Arcane Barrage is hitting the target dummies, that's not very useful. And arcane missiles, might as well just get a little bit of freebie damage in there. And yep, there we go. Oh, got some melee damage in there. OP. Yeah, this seems like it's a pretty simple rotation so far. The only real problem is that these targets are dying too quickly to really get any, to get really much experience out there. Okay, so I'm just gonna get 4 stacks. I'm gonna throw in that. Dude, it's doing like almost 1,000 damage actually. And when it's at 4 stacks, so that's pretty insane. Keeps on hitting the target dummy though. It's a waste of damage, but whatever. I don't really need strength as a mage. Some people kind of get confused at low levels what stats they need. Fun fact, you actually don't need strength as a mage. Maybe if I like wanted to try out using my staff a little bit more, I could just go purely strength and just like get a ton of staff damage in, but I don't think that's actually going to be helping me too much. Alright. And just spamming Arcane Explosion isn't really all that fun, so I'm not really doing it all that much, because, well, there's not really much to learn there. And it's kind of boring, too. Yeah, it looks like this tank is holding aggro pretty well. At least off of me, so I don't really have to use up my global cooldown on my whatchamacallit. My arcane, or my ice barrier. I think that's probably the best one for dungeons. It just seems like it's the most powerful and you can control when you use it. Because a lot of the time you're like not taking any damage at all. At least in lower level dungeons. And I'm gonna burn this guy down a little bit here. But yeah, it doesn't look like mana's a problem either, which is nice. Especially at low levels. It's just another thing you don't really have to worry about. And yeah, looks like this guy's going to be dead pretty quickly here. Alright. And now his little girlfriend comes out and we're gonna blow the shit out of her too. With our arcane whatchamacallit, our blast, and then our barrage, just doing a ton of damage. Oh shit, I didn't get off my barrage. Wow. That's sad. Will I get it off? Will it give me enough time? Whew. Well, it didn't attack the other guy, so that's a little bit of a waste, but whatever. And here's the Durand guy. Let's blow him out of the water. I guess our arcane missiles does gather some charge from or arcane charges for our arcane barrage, so it's not entirely useless, but really it is pretty useless. It's not, I don't know, it just seems like it might be a waste of a DPS cooldown. And I forgot to grab the swords and the weapons and everything for the quests, but don't really care too much. I'll probably be back in this dungeon like 20 million times anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Drats? Oh yeah. And yeah, I forgot to grab that, but I didn't even grab the weapon. I need to go do that really quick. At level 45 I'm probably going to be grabbing maybe Ring of Frost. Ring of Frost seems like it's useful. Frost Judge doesn't seem all that useful. Seems like just kind of a polymorph-esque thing. Ice Ward, don't really want to use that. Probably just going to go with the Ring of Frost. And hopefully people will allow me to get this quest in really quick here. But 280 DPS, that doesn't seem all that entirely strong. Okay, I'll just Click accept. Let's just do one more. For the hell of it. Get a little bit more experience as a mage. Mage is actually really fun at low level. A lot of... it just seems like, to me, a lot of DPS specs aren't all that fun. What are you doing, man? Okay, I'll help you out. Get that absorb in. Alright. Looks like maybe I'll have enough time to do the thingy-majig. To turn this in. Guess I'll have to polymorph this guy. And, actually I think the person left. Yeah. Oh well. Guess I don't get it turned in. That's a little annoying, but, I think I'll live. I wonder if, yeah, it doesn't really say I have much healing done. I guess I just didn't take much damage at all. But Ice Barrier is really powerful. If you actually don't have a tank that's, you know, good at holding aggro, it can really save you. Okay, I get to turn this in. Cool. Well, we're already almost level 33. That's impressive. Yeah, we got something from here. Got an eel thing. Oh, that's really good. Okay, I'll be using that. Okay, well that was a little awkward. But anyways, back to what I wanted to be doing. Which was equipping this. Oh, I can't because people keep on pulling stuff. Okay, now can I put it on? Please, stop being in combat! Oh my god. This is not... this is obnoxious. Kill this poor little hound. And now am I still in combat? Wow. Come on, just kill all these guys. Okay, I shouldn't be in combat. Stop pulling! Okay, I have to like run if I ever want to get this thing on. Okay, there we go. Now I'm better. Got some better gears now, and yeah, got to, I guess I'll put this on. It's not even letting me. I don't even know why. Oh, well, you're gonna die. I'm gonna absorb all this damage. Well, that was really loud. Well, looks like we're gonna wipe. Looks like a wipe. All of our DPS are dead. Luckily our tank isn't getting any healing though. So. Wow. That was sad. Taking a lot of damage. Okay. Well. We might still... we're gonna live, yeah. Our healer's dead, but our tank is still alive. And we got some DPS alive, so... Whew. That was close. That's actually a really good way to start off a dungeon. It's actually like somewhat of a difficult spot. I'm gonna grab that. It's actually not bad. But yeah. Mass resurrect. Looks like he didn't resurrect everyone. I don't even know if I have mass resurrect. Do I? I think I do, yeah. I guess everyone has it now, since they removed the guild leveling and stuff. Like, no matter what level your guild is. I guess. Okay, I'll put that on really quick. And yeah. Looks like we're okay. We're gonna make it. I really should be using, like, my, my Frost Nova more and my, Cone of Cold more. Just for a little bit more crowd control. Okay. Yeah, that guy's dead. Really, really dead. It's actually somewhat of a tough dungeon if your group doesn't really know what to do. Is the healer here? Okay, he's here. Good. But I kind of like them throwing in a little bit of some kind of tough bosses a little bit here. Not terribly difficult, nothing too strong, but you know, it's a nice way to start off leveling. It's one thing I think Blizzard needs to work on a little more, is maybe making their lower level dungeons a little bit more challenging. It just kind of seems like such a huge leap in difficulty from like Wrath of the Lich King to like Cataclysm dungeoning. That's why I think a lot of groups are like wiping and stuff on Cataclysm dungeons, is that other dungeons aren't really preparing them for that kind of difficulty. It's not necessarily that Cataclysm dungeons are too hard, it's just that people don't know what they're doing, really. But yeah, probably the most annoying thing about Arcane is that, I don't know, our abilities just take forever to cast. Luckily we have abilities like Arcane Barrage that are instant cast, so we can have a little bit of mobility. It's like, especially at low level, like Arcane Blast takes more than 2 seconds to cast. It's a lot of time where you're just standing still. And you know, since, well, people or NPCs at this level die pretty quickly. Sometimes they don't even last 2 seconds. If your group has, you know, a lot of really geared people. Arcane's pretty slow. Oh, there we go. And yeah. Is that good? No, it's not that great. Alright. Everyone's dead. Yay. Death. Fun. Like, as if I was a hunter, I'd be doing just so much more damage, just because my abilities don't take forever to cast. But yeah, people die pretty quickly in these dungeons. Sometimes I wish my abilities would be a little bit faster. But it's okay, we're doing okay. Yeah, it's got totally just got annihilated. Not even close. Not even close to being close. Alright. Yeah, the last 3 tiers for, whoa, that's, I almost just pulled there. The last 3 tiers for, mages seem like they're the most important. At least for DPS gains and stuff. A lot of them just kind of seem inconsequential. Like, the level 45 one isn't all that important. Especially if you're going up against, like, mobs that can't be crowd controlled. Of course, in PvP it's really useful, but PvE, not as much. Even big websites like Icy Veins and stuff, like when they're telling you like what talents you should think about, you know, choosing for some of the talent tiers, they're just like, this is just kind of useless. You pick it if you want, but it's not really gonna change your rotation much at all. I think it's just kind of funny. Yeah, it looks like we're doing a pretty decent amount of DPS. Our single target DPS is really strong. Our AoE DPS is really strong. Really, the only thing I think we're not all that great against is like if you're going up against like 2 or 3 guys. You know, sometimes you don't have enough time to get all that much arcane charges, to get all that many arcane charges for your Arcane Barrage to hit a whole bunch of people, so maybe that's gonna be a little weak, but seems like AoE DPS is really strong for the most part. And single target DPS is also pretty strong. And yeah, looks like this group is doing pretty well. Guy talks really weird. Just kind of noticed that. Usually I don't play with the World of Warcraft sound on, but I am doing it in this video. Well, I usually do it in all my videos, actually. The reason why I don't put music on, like, that isn't the World of Warcraft music is because, well, not everyone's gonna like the same kind of music I like, so. Most people like the World of Warcraft music, though. It's hard to complain about it. It's pretty good. Alright. Now do that. Agreed on both of those. Don't really care for them. Pretty much useless. Hey, I got something. That's pretty awesome. Alright. So I think that's going to be it for today. Hopefully I'll be able to put out more content frequently. If you guys want to see me do any other mage content, let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely do that. I'm having a lot of fun on the Arcane Mage. I probably am liking it a little bit more than the Frost Mage, just because you don't have to have a pet. And I think that's kind of nice. Sometimes I think, like, I don't know, sometimes the pet can pull aggro and it dies, and then you have to, like, summon it again. It's just kind of obnoxious to have to deal with. Don't have to worry about that as an Arcane Mage. But, oh, that's nice. I lose health, but, who cares about health? Haste is nice. Yeah, anyways, that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know I haven't been putting out content frequently, but, hopefully, we'll have some new content. Especially if you guys have suggestions, I'll definitely work on getting those out. And, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.